Okay, guys. Hello. This is your girl, Earlene Robinson, and I'm coming to you live right here in my studio. And today is June 25th, 2018. We got a bit of bad news for you. I hate to say as always, but I'd be lying if I didn't. Right? Every time we turn around, there's some kind of junk going on the news. Our streets are really, didn't you guys see it when it took a turn? I don't know if you guys were paying attention to it, or is it just me? I saw it just take a turn for the worse. Now, look, don't get me wrong, but I know that things been happening out there. Things been going on out there since day one. I know about it. It's not like I've never been out there, okay? It's just that I've retired. I've retired from the streets long ago. So, but anyway, I say that to say this. I don't see things no different. They're not different, okay, than they was back in the day. Things were going on just like it is today. Only one different. They were hiding it. People were hiding and doing dirt. And they were hiding and getting away with it a little bit better. See, this is the reason why I stress and say, I believe we're living in Revelations. We're living in the last days. Because God said Satan will be exposed for his dirty deeds towards the end. So for all this to be coming out in the open like this now, I mean, what? We got like 5 young babies, teenagers, within a week and a half span. You know what I'm talking about? Wow, now we got this 15-year-old. This is not the only one. Here for the Bronx. I'm in the Bronx. So, I mean, it's like one after another one. I'm covering and trying to look at the stuff in Chicago. Praying, keeping my brothers and sisters up in Chicago, in prayer. But, before I could turn around good enough, here's some other sad stuff coming up for this baby here. 8 suspects arrested in brutal slaying of Bronx teen. Now, this young guy here, first of all, I want to say all my condolences unto the family members, neighbors and friends, anybody who was touched by this, this thing that happened here. I want to send out my love and my prayers to all of you guys, okay? That God will bless you with strength, and that He'll wrap His arms around you and protect you from all hurt, harm, danger, and evil. We're hoping and praying that this is over with. There'll be no more retaliation. It's enough. You know what I'm talking about. Enough damage is done. This was a promising young student. Look at him. He's so sweet, young. His mother says that he was trying to get on the police force. He wanted to be a detective ever since he was a little boy. He used to play with the little police cars and stuff like that. It was his dream to become a police officer, and now look what happened. Mistaken identity. Y'all, we need to stop the violence. We need to stop. I'm going to go ahead and play this, and I want you guys to check it out, okay? And then also, I want you to come on the show and let's talk about it. I'm going to give you room. I'm going to give you air. I'm going to give you space. If you want to vent on the show, you can come and do so, okay? 516-387-1496 is the call-in number for my guests on the Earlene Show 2017 Wise Talk. Y'all check this out.
And family are gathering at a wake for Alessandro Jr. Guzman Feliz.
And here a growing memorial outside the bodega where he was killed as police reveal new information about the investigation.
CBS 2 Scott Rappaport live outside Bronx Criminal Court right now with the concourse section with more for us. Scott.
Good evening. So far, 8 suspects have been arrested. One of them is awaiting arraignment here at the courthouse in connection with this terrible crime. 19-year-old Kevin Alvarez scheduled to appear in Bronx Criminal Court charged with second-degree murder, manslaughter, and gang assault in the death of 15-year-old Lisandro Jr. Guzman Feliz, savagely stabbed outside this bodega Wednesday night after what his family is calling a tragic case of mistaken identity.
I won't gonna have my son never. This is my little angel.
So far, 8 suspects have been arrested in connection with the case. Investigators say they are all gang members. Around 5 o'clock on Sunday, this man was taken into custody in Paterson, New Jersey, one of 6 apprehended here. An extradition hearing to bring them all to the Bronx to face charges is scheduled for tomorrow. Another suspect was arrested in the Bronx. There were cheers throughout the neighborhood near the crime scene as word spread of the arrests. Neighbors say the suspects were part of the Dominican gang Trinitarios. Police say the victim was not connected to any gang. The suspects are accused of dragging Guzman Feliz out of a bodega on Bathgate Avenue and East 183rd Street, then stabbing him repeatedly. Cell phone video shows the critically injured teen desperately running 1 block to St. Barnabas Hospital, where he died. Police believe this all started with a video showing a teen boy being intimate with a teen girl and then posting it on social media, bragging about it. They believe the teen girl was related to one of the gang members and that the suspects mistakenly thought Guzman Feliz was the boy in the video and wanted revenge. A case of mistaken identity. Family members say Guzman Feliz had dreams of joining the NYPD. He was part of the department's Explorers program, teaching young people about law and order.
This was a young man who wanted to serve this city, be a part of our police force, and had such a bright future, and now is taken from us.
This afternoon, an outpouring of emotion and grief on the streets of Belmont over Guzman Feliz's senseless death.
I need justice for my son. That's my Junior, my little baby.
A GoFundMe page has been set up for the victim's family. So far, it's raised more than $190,000. We are live in the concourse section of the Bronx tonight.
All right. So y'all see it. Y'all check that out. And like they said, they do have a GoFundMe page for this young man. Let's see. I think they got another one coming up. Let's check out one more. Okay.
This morning, the NYPD is closer to getting justice for Junior. Overnight, the first teen was hit with a murder rap. 19-year-old Kevin Alvarez of the Bronx behind bars after a gruesome gang-style killing last Wednesday on East 183rd Street. A dragnet Sunday ensnaring as many as 5 suspects from the Bronx to Paterson, New Jersey, and the Dominican Republic, according to Pix 11 sources. The arrests coming after a torrent of tips aimed at identifying Lisandro Guzman Feliz's brutal killers. The victim, known as Junior, could be heard screaming for help last Wednesday. His final, desperate moments caught on camera as a group of 5 men dragged him out of a Bronx bodega, attacking him with a machete on the street. Investigators later learned he was murdered in a case of mistaken identity. The gang hunting a teen seen on a sex tape with one of the suspect's sisters, according to sources. His mother told us her boy dreamed of being a police officer and was part of the NYPD Explorers program.
His dream was to be a detective. Since 5 years old, he liked to play with a police car. And he said to me, "Mommy, I want to be a police."
Over the weekend, his family received messages over social media, purportedly from the gang leader, expressing remorse.
They did not kill only my son, they killed me too. I'm dead, but I'm alive, but I'm dead. I don't feel the color and the taste of the life now. For me, the life is not happy.
You can see that people have been stopping by the street corner all night long into the...
Okay. Wow, that's just, really touching. I'm telling you the truth. When I first saw this, golly, it really, broke my heart. I don't know, but, all murders, senseless murders, it really struck me as, it's something I know we're not supposed to be doing here. It's against God's laws, God's rules, God's commandments. I know we're not supposed to be down here killing each other. You're not supposed to be taking a life. But today, it seems like it's so easy to do it, you know, without a problem. I mean, these guys just ran up on this kid, went up in the store. That could have been any of us. I'm looking at it like it could have been me, standing up at the counter getting ready to pay for something. All of a sudden, a group of people come running in, grabbing me. I don't know what's going on. Don't know nothing. Never seen them before. As far as I know of, they never saw me before. I never done anything to them. Then they dragged me and beat me. You know what I'm talking about? And then the last moments, the cowards, what they do is they're going to stab him. You know, I seen like 2 knives. 2 people with knives. Then you see them jumping in 3 cars. I thought at first the baby had got into a cab or somebody picked him up, because there was a car parked right there on the corner where that light is. When he stood at that light hollering for somebody, there was a car right there about 10 feet away from him. So when he left out of the camera view, I thought he got into the back of that car. Next thing I hear, that kid had to run to the hospital himself. Where was the people at in the store? Y'all, this is bad. It's getting horrible. But it's in the Bible. It says that people are going to be scared to go outside. Now, I thought we were looking at those days already. Like back in the day. That's okay. My Bible says that people are going to be afraid to even go outside. I mean, I'm talking about some 10, 12 years ago. When I not first began to read the Bible, but when I start to understand, you know, I said, okay, well, I can deal with this. All I got to do is, you know, kind of stay locked and loaded. When I get ready to go outside or whatever, put something on me and I'll be cool. What? Not on your life. Nowadays, there are sneaking older people too, walking up to, 80 and 90-year-old people taking advantage of the weak. You know what I'm talking about? So this is why the Bible say what it says. People are going to be afraid to go outside, because see, when we see these things, thanks to social media, when we see these things and it's happening all around the world, let alone just right here in the United States, it's going on everywhere. So when we see these things, then of course we refer right back to the Bible. Wow, God is right once again. But this kid right here, come on, y'all, that's too much. So you see why Trump was rounding up all the MS-13s? I mean, of course he's not going to get each and every one of them. And I'm sure they got part 2 and part 3 of those games. You know what I'm saying? But I took my hat off. I was happy. That was a plus for United States. And then the wall too. See, this is the stuff that I was looking at when I said, okay, I'm not against that wall. But see, everybody else was talking against me. I mean, at least the man is making a stand to do something. Obama didn't even touch it. He didn't even touch it. He didn't even talk about it. Not that I know of. So the man come in and he working on all areas. He working with the rich as well as with the poor. Just because he's not doing what we actually want him to do right now, I'm thinking that his decisions that he's making, he think that they are for the best. For a person that's never been in a poor neighborhood, you know what I'm talking about, he think he's doing the best. Now, one thing I can say for him, every time you see Trump, he's got that American flag on, which don't mean nothing to black people, but he do care about America. Okay? America has been good to him, and probably his foreparents as well, through black people, free labor. So it's a start, people. It was a start to me. In my eyes, I saw it as a start. Because if our younger generation will wake up, they could take it from there. You know, if he go ahead and close the borders and stuff, then our children in the next generation could start, working on their credit and stuff like that. Get ready to start buying some land, or either get themselves together and get ready for reparations. Right now, the next generation's not ready for reparations. Look what they're going to do with it. They probably don't supply the streets with guns, build more houses to sell dope out of. God say, be ye, change your mind, change your thinking. You got to change change the thinking of your mind first, and the body will follow. If we don't start now in talking to these children, you know what I'm talking about, then they have no future. They're going to think this is the way to go. You have a handful that's out there trying to do something, but then again, they're going to rise up against them, and you're going to have a whole bunch of unnecessary murdering. That's what you will have. So again, if we don't talk to our children and get them together, I mean, even if it's for when we're gone, we got to instill something in them. You know what I'm talking about? Because this right here, that's senseless. That don't make no sense. Now, them brothers are going to jail, okay? Probably for the rest of their life over something stupid as a young girl having sex. Something that I heard she wasn't even raped. Somebody said that she was having fun with what she was doing. Come on, guys. That's senseless. And look, my word out to the next gang, to these gang members and stuff like that. Don't go copying off of nothing like that. That's stupid. Now they're locked up. It's going to take a long time to go through the process. Just the process. I hope you don't think you just going up in there and get a house and into a cell, fix your cell up, and then begin to do your time. That's not going to be easy. They're going to make it hard for you every step of the way in prison. You know what I'm talking about? They're going to make sure of that. It's not easy. Oh, shoot, I'll just stay in my cell. I go lift weights. Hey, I'll go eat them I'll take them 3 hots on a cot. I can do that. It's not that simple. I'm going to tell you better look at some of them prison stories or some of them prison documents. Young people, please, stay away from that kind of junk. Look, they end up murdering an innocent boy. Don't you know all that's going to go against them? They killed an innocent boy and a promising detective. Oh, they got it, man. They got it. They got it bad. You see how quick they caught them, right? They caught them dudes, and then some more arrests. Other suspects may be caught. There's probably some more people involved. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. And I'm going to keep it, we're going to talk about it on the show as well. I want you guys to come on in and put your opinions on. 516-387-1496 is the number to the radio talk show. Y'all come on and share your opinions, okay? But this is horrible, guys. This is horrible. And again, my condolences go out to the family. Everybody, look at all the candles. So you know people were touched. Okay, now I heard that the funeral, they already had the funeral. It was at Ortiz Funeral Home over there by White Castle on Southern Boulevard and 149th. That Ortiz, I think that's the one. I used to live over there, so I know the area pretty well. Now, Ortiz Funeral Home, he had more than one. But the one over there by White Castle on Southern Boulevard and 149th is where they had his funeral. Wow, that's horrible. Nice looking kid too, promising. This tears me up, y'all. Y'all don't be trying to follow behind nothing like that just to get a rep. Don't do that. You'll get your rep all right. You're gonna get it in prison, okay? Then you're gonna be begging and crying and pleading for somebody, an appeal for somebody to take your case and retrial you or redo it all over again. And it's not easy. You get in jail. Once you get in jail, it's hard to get out. I don't care if you're innocent. It's hard as hell to get out of jail. Take my word. I know. Anyway, I'm going to go and again, our prayers go up, blessings come down. And I know right now that's probably not no kind of words for solace. But in the long run and force for healing, we gotta move on. We gotta begin to heal, and that's what prayers come in at. Prayers also come in during and before for protection. Okay, you got that. You got that right here on the Earlene Show, 2017 White Sox. We're praying for everybody. All right. All right, guys, I just wanted to bring you this video and put in my opinion about it. And it's senseless. It's just senseless. Now the streets, once again, are filled up with a bunch of balloons, candles, teddy bears, and stuff like that. And look like everywhere I go, every street I turn down, that's what I see. A bunch of candles, balloons, teddy bears, stuffed animals, and stuff like that. And then the graffiti, the written, the paperwork, and you know, that they put on the walls in memory of, rest in peace. Come on, man, this needs to stop. Our city is dying. You know, I look outside, everything just look dead. It just look like it belongs to Satan. We got the walking dead. We got the dead that just stand there. And then look at these buildings and stuff. They just look like they're, you know, like we're living in a ghost town, just barely hanging on to a little bit of, you know, humanity. Wow. Now you tell me the streets don't need prayer. We don't need God. Yes, we do. We need Jesus Christ to come on back here and get this stuff together. He will. He definitely will. And everybody shall have their judgment day. They're going to have their, you're going to be judged. Whether it's with good or bad. We all are going to be judged. These are testing grounds to see where you're going to live forever. When God blew the breath of life into us, okay, back in the day of Adam and Eve, when God blew his breath into us, that's an eternal breath. It never dies. It's not going to die. That's against all God, you know, principles. But you got a place where you're going to go. Either you're going to be in eternity with God or you're going to be in eternity in hell. Fight like hell, my brothers and sisters. Fight like hell to stay up out of that. You don't want to be there. If you don't believe in God, let's just say this. What if it is true? What if it's true? You done messed up, right? So I suggest, hey, you start working towards heaven. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all its righteousness. And all that other stuff that you want, it'll come to you. God will bless you with what you want. Not to mention with the things that you need. He's going to take care of that first. But because he loves us so much, he also looks upon our desires. Okay? As long as we don't get too stupid with him, he'll bless you with your desires. He's doing it now. You just don't see it. You're so wrapped up into the world that you can't see it. Back in the day, brothers was carrying, okay, they began to start carrying guns because they got tired of fighting with their fists, I guess. So they began to carry guns and stuff like that. Now, today, people are packing machetes. How they get it on them, I don't know. Look at these. I mean, God, Lord, you see that knife? Boy, I'm telling you the truth. This is something else, y'all, but it's got to stop. It's got to stop. And marching, again, like I say, marching on the streets ain't hitting on jack. We got to come up with a better plan. We got to come up with a better plan or the next generation is gone. Okay? God said my words, heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will stand. Now, we need to get in there and read them words and find out because they're going to stand. In other words, my words are not coming back void. I don't care what nobody say or how things may look. What I say, go. So said the Lord. So we need to get up in there, find out what his words are. He said, if my people will change their ways, then I will begin to heal the land. So even if we did all get together right now today and begin to change, people my age may not even see that the earth begin to heal. We done messed it up just that bad. Or either the next generation. Like I said, if God happened to just take everybody off the earth, just take everybody off the earth, you know, all human beings that are still alive, anything walking, talking, breathing, or whatever else, take them off the earth for a minute. Don't y'all know the land will begin to heal? It'll take a minute, but each day will be a healing process for the land because the land was built to last forever. It wasn't supposed to die. Okay? All the trees will become green again. The flowers, oh my God, flowers so beautiful that it'll be like a brand new world you never seen before if God put us back on there. Water will become cleaner. Air will become cleaner. Our clouds, the sun, it will begin to shine its rightful light. All these things man have torn apart and messed up. You see, and when we begin to mess with the earth and all the things that God put here, of course He gonna step back. I didn't say turn his back. Lord forbid he turn his back. But of course He's gonna step back. And when He stepped back, these are the things that happen right here and more. I gotta go, y'all. Just like I always say, y'all keep these babies close. Talk to your children, and for God, peace sake, y'all, go out there and clean that stoop off. Clean that stoop off. Go out there and clean that stoop off with some peroxide, ammonia, bleach, and everything. And then you sit out there and then you tell them to get away from there. Anytime they come in and hang out there, because all they doing is recruiting young kids, sleeping with our little girls, hanging out on the stoop, looking at the next booty that they can get. If a group of parents got together every morning and went out on that stoop and cleaned it out and stay out there, they don't come out till the nighttime. Reclaim your place back. Sit out there with some chairs, y'all, those that are not working. Sit out there with some chairs and stop being in there with them. If you're out there smoking and getting high with them, of course, they're going to walk right over you. They probably be in your house getting high. Oh, Lord. Let me just forget about that plan. That ain't going to work either. We got to come up with a plan, y'all. 516-387-1496 is the number to the show. Y'all call the show and come on, let's talk about it. If you got any kind of ideas that we could raise up on, because I believe once somebody get it kicked off, it just needs somebody to set it off. Somebody with a good plan, a good strategy for the hood, for the community. You know what I'm talking about? Gotta go, y'all. Thank you for listening in. And like I said, keep them babies safe. Watch the children. When we turn them loose and let them go out there on them stoops and around the corner by themselves, this right here is where they go. Or you could try this here. Just puff it. Just puff on a little bit. And once you get a puff of weed, it ain't nothing but a gateway. I know some sisters that I talk to on a regular. Young, 28, 29. They've been getting high since they were 13 and 14 years old on a daily basis. Still haven't stopped. Have to wake up smoking, have to go to bed smoking every day. Every day. And they'll tell you too, they have not skipped a beat. They have not skipped one day since they was 13 and 14 years old. Imagine that, y'all. Brains fried to pieces. That brain never had a chance to develop. Never had a chance. Gotta go, y'all. So, do what you can for the neighborhoods and stuff like that. And if you got anything to come on the show and talk about, y'all, feel free to do so. Okay? I'll be looking for you there. God bless you all. I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye now.